with an old two-wheel Zetor tractor that had about, I think I want to say it had about 80-90 horsepower. Wasn't a lot, but it was sufficient for what we had. And we used an old cultivator and an old plough and all that sort of thing. Just barely enough to get by. And to do that, I needed to find specific equipment mods to support what I was planning to do. For this, I could use in-game equipment and it would be fine. It's the extra stuff that I like to have, like the harvester stop mod, which stops the harvester as soon as the tank's full. And when I'm trying to read chat and what have you, I'm not paying 100% attention to how full the harvester's getting, so I'm not stopping in time and then I'm killing half my crop because the harvester just plows through it all because I wasn't paying attention. What other mods? I've got the vehicle inspector mod, which shows me what vehicles are currently running, whether it's a helper, whether it's me, how full they are, so I can see when something needs to be dealt with. So if I was doing the harvester on a helper, I would be able to see, oh, it's time to go and empty it and jump into the tractor with the cart on the back and go and empty the harvester before it's full, type of thing. So I can do just-in-time farming with that running. Although I've not used it quite so much. Things like Follow Me, very useful mod. Especially if you're playing single player and you've got a lot of things that are going on. So we've got the baler running on Follow Me when I'm cutting grass. Then I've got a baler, I've got maybe a tedder, I've got a windrower, I've got a wrapper, and I've got all sorts of bits of equipment that are following the vehicle that's doing the cutting. Okay, pay attention to the thing, and down 180, there we go. A little bit of a kink at the beginning there, but we're good. Oh, I have totally screwed this up, possibly. We have 2,000 litres capacity. Has the angle on the end of the field got to the point where we're not going to fill up completely? I think I messed up. Could do a crazy and just do a sweep to the right, pull up alongside the truck. I have to do that. 90%. Okay, we're going to break out. Please don't fill up, please don't fill up, please don't fill up, please don't fill up. Okay. Now for some reason the JCB slowed down. Lift that up, pop the pipe out. Now, the reason I needed to do that was because there's no way I could get the truck down that passage with the bales in the way and everything else. But yeah, so for the most part, in-game equipment is adequate. Mod equipment provides a variation. I mean, this harvester is a green Massey Ferguson in-game, Massey Ferguson in effect. I don't think it is. I think it's probably a Farm Sim 17 Fendt upgraded to FS19. But it's, it is what it is. But the baler's still behind me. That's good. But it's the other stuff, things like seasons. Now, seasons is going to be part of the new game, so I'm interested to learn what that's going to be like. We've got new crops. Be interesting to learn what those are going to be like. Currently, I'm assuming precision farming is maybe a switchable part of Farm Sim 22. Like, I'm assuming that. Like, I'm assuming that what is it? Seasons is a switchable part. Like, you can switch on and off lime, you can switch on and off ploughing and fertilizing off and on 2 stages, whatever. There's a lot of switches in the game, so you can tailor it to what you want. I don't want weeds, I do want weeds. All of that is controllable by the player, and I assume we'll get similar controls for seasons in 22 and for precision farming in 22. So it won't be a loadable mod, it'll be embedded in the base game, which of course makes it easier for consoles which don't like scripts. So by having the code embedded in the game, it's approved by the various console manufacturers and console game distributors. Okay, this is going to be unfortunate. I guess as we go along, we're going to probably end up sidling across carefully into that row so that we're still picking up all the straw. It's no longer straight. So yeah, the continuing or the transition of this series into a Farm Sim 22 event will necessitate having some of those sort of quality of life game mods available, and seeing what's available as native. As Giants made a big song and dance about precision farming and how they've been working hard to make it happen, so that tells me they're not looking to throw away that development cost going into 22. It's going to be, there we go. It's going to be, you've got to include it, and there was suggestion that they would be enhancing it. So there may be some improvements to the whole thing come Farm Sim 22 as well. Now, one of the things I said when it came out, it would be really nice if precision farming was something you could have the effect on for, but not necessarily be visible to the player. So if I'm playing with 1990s equipment that doesn't have the computerized variable application or controlled application, not so much variable application, could I do that and still get the benefits of the precision farming stuff? So I might know that sunflowers is a low yield, low nitrogen requiring crop, and corn is horrendously high amount of nitrogen needed. And could we could we make educated guesses and still have precision farming running? Which is, something that crossed my mind. Running something like the old stream farm with Black Sheep's older two-wheel drive John Deere tractors and some really basic farming equipment, but activating precision farming and seeing what happened. Okay, let's straighten that edge off. How are we doing for tank load? That's fine. Again, we'll pull our little U-turn and finish this bit off. I don't know why the what is it? The baler was lagging behind me so far. It's an interesting question. I mean, obviously, harvester can do 20 miles an hour when we turn off the thresher. And the baler's limited to about 11. Kind of raise the thresher up, that'll get some speed going. We'll empty this again. So getting down to the final dregs of this field. Handbrake is on. Oh, we are almost done. Guessing, yeah. I think I'm going to annoy the OCD farmers for a little bit. And in all likelihood, I'm going to come back to that point just in order to unload into the semi-truck. I think for now we are done with cut-throughs. That's just going to be a straight block harvest. And I'll go up and down the outsides of it. We're full. I don't think I straightened off the top. Well, I don't think I straightened off the top. I think the top of the field is straight all the way to the lane. So this will be fine. It's always a bit of an illusion. We're at 170 degrees, so it's 10 degrees off compass point. That's fine. We'll end up with an ever decreasing wedge. And this field will be done. As I said, I'm not sure how much we've got in that semi-truck. I think we're very close to having exactly enough to ship. The question is the contract going to complete before we ship everything? So I think our shipment was probably 87% shipped with 85% contract complete. I don't know. Probably not worth guessing. Once we've done all the wheat, I will take the JCB around the corners and tidy that up. I think I already tied it up down by the main road. So it's just going to be these corners up here. I wonder if the JCB needs maintenance, and I probably should have done that. Yeah. I figure that might be a thing. I really should have checked the equipment levels and done all the servicing before we did this field. I just wasn't thinking ahead. I mean, I think I looked at how much diesel we used on the harvester and figured, well, the 2 fields I've got left, yeah, that's all the diesel I need to put in the harvester for the season. And of course, I picked to do this contract, and it's a bit bigger than all my fields put together, I think. So that's why we ran a couple of pieces dry. There we go, contract complete. So as is the way with contracts, we will collect the rest because it's all going to be credited to us. And I will clear the field before I accept the contract done. Just so we maximize our profits. Now I've got the repair trailer down by the main road. Fill that with 5,000 litres. Not bad. Definitely going to empty it once more. I don't think there's 2 tank loads left on the field now. This is all gonna fit. So yeah, it's travelling uphill. I think probably the horsepower's down on the JCB because it hasn't been serviced. Possibly the baler needs to be checked out as well. If worst comes to the worst, we'll have to do it on the field, but I'm hoping I can just drive back to the yard and get it all set up there. Take it wide round that bale. Oh, around lots of bales. Harvester's fine. I think the header's probably fine too. At the end of the day, you use the harvester for a couple of hours per harvest. Okay, let's jump to there, and that's a plough. That's the fast track, that's the quadrant baler. Seriously, they're not that low. I didn't think that you get adverse effects until you're under 50% or under 40%. Sun setting. It's going to be late when we get all of this done. Wow, I think this is all going to fit in the tank. And what is it? It's late summer day 8, so we got one more day of late summer to kill. No, not that one. Sugar beets, harvest. Yeah, that's not until fall. So I don't think we have any more harvesting on our farm to do tomorrow. The clover won't be ready till day 1 of fall at the earliest, and the sugar beets won't be ready until day 1 of fall at the earliest. So we're kind of biding our time until all that happens. Okay, that should be done. Lift that up and turn off the cruise control. Where did I put the header trailer? Oh. So a little bit slow on this. Okay, brakes, handbrake is engaged. We're good. So how's the trailer? We are 45, 3,000. Oh, we might have more than will fit. 744, done. Okay, JCB's not following me anymore. We'll take this down to the corner. Oh, that's a pain. Anyway, little patches of straw around on the field. I'm not too intent on getting those unless we're sort of 3,900 litres of straw when we create the last efficient bale. I'll go round and hunt for bits and pieces till we top that out. So really I don't want a partial bale in the baler, because the next thing's going to be clover, and I need the clover. I don't need the straw. So I do not want to waste clover at any point. There's the trailer. Trick with these is do not fold up your harvester. Because when you fold up the harvester, it lowers the front end, and it helps to have the front end raised when you're picking up and putting down the header onto a header trailer. So very carefully do that. Did I put the header in the right place? Looks like I got away with it. So I'm going to park this over here for now. I do plan on taking it back to the yard before we claim that we're done. Okay, who's next? You're next. It's bale collection time because there are so many bales. No, it's not. Well, yes it is. And the reason it's bale collection time is because this is a long, slow task. So we'll collect a couple of rounds of bales. Sell those. And we'll finish up with the baler. The Spitfire flight just went over. Didn't hear them. Well, according to the cars, it's time to put the lights on, so we'll do that. I mean, this particular task will probably take us till about 9:30 to complete. And I don't want to do a sleep before I claim the contract done. Just because sometimes that's a problem. So we'll get this done as fast as we could. I could go and get the flatbed semi-trailer and auto load with that. But, we'll try and keep it at least semi-realistic. Again, the semi being, I'm not sure this is typical equipment for a UK farm. Again, I've not seen any YouTube videos with using of this equipment in Europe.